Hi folks, today's exercise is the cat and cow, or cat and camel. I'm going to first show you how to do the exercise, and for those that have problems with their knees or their wrists but still want to do the exercise, I will finish off by doing some ways to adapt the exercise to make it easier for you to do the same workout. So, for those that can, you're going to be on all fours, relax the feet, knees are under hips, hands underneath the shoulders, about shoulder width or slightly wider. I'm going to spread my fingers, and what I want you to do is pull up your pelvic floor, engage your core, so pulling your belly button back towards your spine, and as you breathe out, drop your belly towards the mat. And think of lifting the chest up and allowing your shoulder blades to retract. Keep that neck soft. And then as you breathe out, you're going to start rolling back the other way. Bring those shoulder blades down, push the hands into the mat and extend up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then as you breathe out, tip. Track the shoulder blades, lift the chest forward, relax the neck. Try and keep a length in the back of the neck. Breathe in to hold, breathe out to move. Now you might find if your upper back's really tight that initially this is quite a small movement, but if you can get all of that into the workout, you're going to really get strength and mobility into your spine. Okay, when you finish, I always find it nice to stretch my fingers forward, pull back, so I'm pulling back on my hands, feeling a stretch through the shoulder blades. I've opened my knees to give me plenty of space for my chest, and coming back, taking my bottom towards my heels. Elbows on the floor if you want, if they'll go, and just relax into that extra stretch. So that's how you're going to do it if you're doing an intense workout to strengthen your back and to mobilise your back. Sometimes you're just going to use it as a stretch, in which case you're just going to keep it small and just get that movement as a relaxation. So sometimes I use that instead of the child's pose stretch we did at the end, extended child's pose stretch. Now, doing that, always another thing that's nice to do at the end is to circle your wrists to release them. Now, obviously some people can't do some of those things, so I'm going to talk about things you can do to make it a bit easier. So I'm going to start with hands. Your wrists really hurt. What I would suggest is if you know you're going to be doing this sort of workout, you circle the wrists first. Maybe you put a little bit of weight into the wrists and get some mobility into them. But if you don't have time and you're in an exercise class where they just say we're going to do cat and cow or anything on all fours, grab a block, or if you're at home a book will do, or a towel, and you can stick that underneath. So by doing that you can allow your hands to go over the edge of the block or over the edge of the block. I hope you can see that from there. Another alternative is if you haven't got a ring on, is to come onto your fists. That will do as well. You can still do that movement quite nicely. And while we're still on the floor, I'm going to then tell you about coming backwards. Now obviously, so we're thinking about knees and issues with the knees. One, you could fold the back of your mat up. You can do that at the front as well, roll the mat up and put it underneath your hands if you're on a mat, but also using a little block, really handy to put under your knees to take the pressure off those knee joints. And you can get kneeling pads, but they are quite expensive. Quite often it is about the cheapest option is to roll your mat up or use a block, finish block. One other one, coming back. If you want to come back and stretch and you can't get all the way back, just take it to where you want to take it. Just take it to here. You could put a towel underneath your knees to allow you to support them and stop the joints closing down too much if that's uncomfortable. Another thing you can do if you really struggle with your hands is you can use a chair. Now, I don't have a chair here to work on easily, but if you have a chair or a worktop you can lean on, you can still do that movement up and retract. So it can be done working on your kitchen worktop, elbows on the floor, or leaning down on a chair or stool to get that same exercise. I hope that's helped. I'll see you in the next how-to video. Bye for now.